Hi guys, welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. Today we're super excited to bring you another Papo review, and it's the highly anticipated Dilophosaurus. There he is. Now he's still in his bag, and we've been waiting for this one for a while. This is the new 2014 Dilophosaurus from Papo. If you're not aware of who Papo are, they're a French manufacturer of natural history figurines, and they have an amazing attention to detail. We've reviewed loads of their products on the channel. I'll put a link to the Papo playlist down below if you want to go and check out some more of their dinosaurs. But this one is the Dilophosaurus, and what a fantastic figure to come from Papo. One of the carnivores, a very beautiful and distinct looking dinosaur. So without further ado, let's get this one out of the bag. So, we always enjoy this part. It's the most exciting part, getting the dinosaur out for the first time. Okay, there we go. So let's put him down there. And I'll just give you a little 360 so you can see him in his entirety. Just look at that. Beautiful. Now I have to say straight away, its pose reminds me of the Carnotaurus. The way it's sort of mid-stride, legs extended. And I really love the dynamism in this pose. It's absolutely incredible. And again, the detail is absolutely staggering. If you were to glance at this quickly, you might be mistaken for thinking that this is a sideshow polystone statue, but no, it's a much smaller and highly detailed figure from Papo. Absolutely breathtaking. Okay, let's take a closer look. So, starting off with the head sculpt, you can see we've got a really colourful offering here from Papo. Just a beautiful range of colours going on here. We've got beige on the bottom jaw. We've got this greyish green for the top jaw. We've got a bright orange eye. And we've got this splash of orange even there on the neck. And then we've got this lovely fiery orange, red and black combination for the frill, for the crest on the top there. Looks absolutely incredible. And I really like this high gloss that they've used. Really picks up all of those scales individually and really just sort of screams all of the detail that's going on in this beautiful head sculpt. I love the sort of disheveled nature of the teeth, the way that they're all sort of, sort of crammed in there a bit messily. You get the feeling that this is sort of like a carnivore that's been through the wars a little bit and it's had a few teeth knocked out. And I just like that sort of beaten, worn sort of jaw look. Really nice. This does have an articulated jaw, so you can open up the jaw like so. You can see there's lovely sculpted and painted flesh in the corner of the mouth. And the roof of the mouth has been sculpted and painted, if I can get some light on that. You can see it there. A nice extended, threatening looking tongue. Again, sculpted and painted beautifully. And if we go over to the other side, you can see more of the same. The crest is absolutely incredible. I love the combination of colours going on in that crest. And just a very genuine looking head. I buy this head and it looks like a lizard that would exist today. And that's the great thing about Papo. They really do sell you the dinosaurs and make them look like they actually exist. So let's move down the neck. You can see here the splash of orange and the beige mixed together on the underside. Some nice sculpted little spines going down the back of the neck. And then as we move down to the arm, you can see there's some lovely creases, really naturalistic. As we join up with this arm here, you can see we've got nicely sculpted fingers, individually painted claws on each of the fingers. And you can see on the opposite side how we've got a contrasting colour on the inside, and on the outside we've got this nice sort of greyish green. And moving up to the ribs, you can see they're sort of faintly protruding through. We've got this lovely leg extended forward. You can faintly see the musculature here flexing. You can see some nice folds in the skin on the leg. I'm just going to remove this base so we can have a look at the feet. And that base really is just to stop the feet and the legs from warping in transit. You can see here we've got the individually painted toe claws. Really nicely painted reptilian looking toes. The underside of the feet have been sculpted, which we really appreciate. It's often overlooked. Just absolutely incredible. And as we move down to the tail, really nicely scaled all the way along, and then the tail curls right round in this very dramatic, almost whip-like flick at the end. Really adds a lot of contrast to this pose, and it's a lot more extreme than we're used to seeing on dinosaur figures. So let's move over to the other side. Joining back up with the other leg, you can see here we've got some nice connective tissue here with the back leg, and this one's really flexing the muscles. You can really see them, they're really prominent as this leg is extended. And again, you can see here the musculature as it joins up with the back foot. And what's really nice is the contrast in the pose of the feet. This one's really peeling off the ground, whereas the other one is really flat and planted. So you really do get this contrast in the pose. And contrast in pose is something that's really important for any sort of sculpture work. If you're ever doing a sculpt, contrast is a really nice thing, and it really draws the eye. So then as we move along to the rib cage, beautiful connective tissue joining up with the rib cage. I love this veining going on. That's really, really nice, and the ribs are really prominent on this side, as they should be, because this leg is pulling back and it's stretching this flesh taut across the ribs. On the other side, not so much. So that's really nice logical thinking. They've really thought about the way that this would look if it was actually posed in this way. It's beautiful. And then you've got the scapula, the similar thing, because the flesh is pulled taut across here. You would actually see this scapular bone more prominently, and that's what's happening here. So that's really nicely thought out. As we go down to the hands, got more of a sort of clawed hand on this side. Really nice, lovely painting, absolutely beautiful, and lovely creases all the way along the neck here. And then we join back up with that beautiful head. Like some of the other Papo figurines, this one comes with a nice base that attaches to its feet. Now what's nice about this base is it's quite neutral and flat, giving you lots of options to kind of redesign this base. So you could actually maybe get some paper mache or some clay and create sort of like a terrain for your dinosaur. I just think these trays are actually quite useful. So maybe get your imagination going and come up with some cool ideas. So how big is this figure? We're looking at about 6 inches long, which is about 15 centimeters. And in terms of the height, you're looking at about 3 inches tall, which is about 8 centimeters. With the tail, you're looking more at 4 inches, which is about 10 centimeters. Okay, so scale comparison time. Let's bring in the Pentaceratops from Schleich. Now this is a really colourful ceratopsian, really beautifully painted, and we have reviewed this one on the channel. Link is down below if you want to go and check that one out. But you can see the Dilophosaur comes to sort of just about lines up with his eye in terms of his head, and his tail comes to just about the top of his horns. So that should give you some idea of the scale of this Dilophosaur. Next, let's bring in the Safari Limited Monolophosaurus. Again, recently reviewed on the channel, and a cracking looking figure, again with a very distinct head. And I think these two complement each other very well. They come up to about the same height, and the detail on this Safari Limited figure is really surprising. It really holds up well next to this Dilophosaur. So if you haven't seen this one, go and check out the link down below. So there we have it, guys. That was today's look at the Papo Dilophosaurus, new for 2014. It looks absolutely staggering. I can't recommend this figure enough. It's a beautiful pose, a beautiful sculpt. The paint job is just bright and bold and really daring, and I just love it. This is an instant hit in my book. So if you're a dinosaur fan and you're looking to start your collection, what better dinosaur than this one? This one is absolutely incredible. And again, like I said, it reminds me of the Carnotaurus. So when I get my Carnotaurus, I'll try and put these two together, and maybe we'll do a collection video with all the Papo dinosaurs so you can see them all in comparison. But this one looks absolutely fantastic, and yeah, definitely worth picking up. Okay guys, do you own this one already? Will you be picking him up? In the meantime, leave a comment down below and rate and subscribe. Okay guys, see you in the next video.